In this episode, we take a step back into the dark and grim times of medieval Europe, when the Black Death cast its long shadow across the continent. Amidst the chaos and despair, mysterious figures emerged, garbed in haunting attire, moving through the fog-filled streets, the plague doctors. These enigmatic figures, with their curious tools and methods, have since become emblematic of the era. Their bird-like masks are now synonymous with death, disease, and a society in turmoil. As the death toll rose, the chilling silhouette of the plague doctor became more frequent. Join us as we explore the world of plague doctors, the mystique behind their distinctive look, and the curious treatments they believed could combat the deadly pestilence. Before delving into the world of plague doctors, it's essential to understand the gravity of the Black Death. Between 1347 and 1351, this devastating pandemic wiped out between 75 million and 200 million people, nearly half of Europe's population. This era of unimaginable loss was fraught with terror. The sheer speed and ferocity of the disease resulted in societal panic, with communities disintegrating and many believing it was the end of days. In the midst of this catastrophic backdrop, plague doctors began to appear in European cities. While many established physicians fled the affected areas, plague doctors, often less qualified, took on the challenge, driven by duty, desperation, or the allure of a steady income in turbulent times. Their appearance brought both dread and hope to the beleaguered townspeople. One cannot discuss plague doctors without mentioning their distinctive attire. Their outfit was more than just sartorial choice. It was believed to be a protective measure against the deadly contagion. The mask's long bird-like beak was filled with aromatic items like dried flowers, herbs, and spices. It was believed that these could purify the bad air and protect the doctor from becoming infected. Crystal eye openings. The mask's eye openings were covered with glass or crystal to create a barrier but allow visibility. This safeguarded the eyes, a potential entry point for the disease. Leather gown. A full-length leather gown coated in wax covered the doctor entirely. This was complemented by leather gloves, boots, and a wide-brimmed hat, which indicated their profession and provided further protection. Wooden cane. The cane, an iconic part of their toolkit, allowed doctors to examine patients without touching them, maintaining a safe distance and minimizing contact. Given the limited medical knowledge of the time and the rampant desperation, many treatments administered by plague doctors ranged from the benign to the downright bizarre, bloodletting. Based on the ancient belief in balancing bodily humors, doctors would cut open a patient's vein to release bad blood, a procedure now known to be harmful. Frog therapy. A live frog would be placed on a bubo, an inflamed lymph node, in hopes that the disease would transfer to the amphibian. Crushed emeralds. Some believed consuming finely crushed emeralds, a precious gem, could be a cure. Pigeon rub. A freshly killed pigeon would be split open and applied to the buboes, a supposed remedy based on the theory of transference. Many of these treatments, unfortunately, did more harm than good or simply did nothing to halt the progression of the disease. To the fearful masses, the plague doctor was a figure of mixed emotions. On one hand, their presence signified that help had arrived. Yet on the other, seeing a plague doctor in the streets was a tangible reminder of the omnipresence of death and the scale of the calamity. These doctors, while trying to help, often became inadvertent harbingers of doom. Over time, as the Black Death waned and medical understanding evolved, the role of the plague doctor diminished. Their eerie attire, once a beacon of hope and fear, was no longer deemed necessary and was relegated to the pages of history. Yet the image of the plague doctor persisted, becoming a symbol of a time when humanity faced one of its darkest hours. Today, the plague doctor remains a powerful reminder of the thin line between hope and despair, knowledge and ignorance, life and death. Their image is a testament to humanity's resilience, endurance, and the lengths we go to combat the unknown. Their legacy is one of dedication amidst despair. The plague doctors of medieval Europe, with their ominous masks and bizarre treatments, offer a window into a time of unparalleled fear and chaos. Though their methods may seem archaic and even absurd to us today, They highlight the human spirit's relentless pursuit of solutions, even when surrounded by the specter of death. Thank you for journeying with us through the fog-laden streets of medieval Europe in this episode. If this dive into the past has sent shivers down your spine, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tales from history's darkest corners.